Hi everyone, I'm Tasneem back with this week's movie review. If you were a fan of the 90s Bollywood films, then you are no stranger to the movie Judwaa for its catchy songs and of course Salman Khan's charismatic double performance. 20 years later, director David Dhawan has decided to make a sequel of his own film, this time starring Varun Dhawan alongside Jacqueline, Fernandes and Taapsee Pannu. The original was a huge success and started the era of the Salman Khan and Karishma Kapoor hits in the 90s. Will this one be able to match the original's charm and comedy? And will Varun Dhawan be able to step into the shoes of Salman Khan? Let's find out with my review of 2017's Judwaa 2.
नहीं ये मेरा प्रेम है ये मेरा राजा है
राजा प्लीज हेल्प मी हेलो लेडीज इससे कहते हैं जुड़वा
Judwaa 2 is an exact reboot of the 1997 film. For those of you unfamiliar with the story, the movie is about identical twins Raja and Prem who were separated at birth. While Prem grew up in London, Raja grows up in Mumbai, and the two couldn't be further apart as Prem is soft-spoken and calm while Raja is a street-smart tapori. How their paths cross and the confusion begins and their girlfriends played by Jacqueline, Fernandes and Taapsee Pannu get mixed up in everything is the story of Judwaa 2. Though this movie is titled Judwaa 2, it isn't much of a sequel as it is a remake. The basic plot points are exactly the same, and David Dhawan tries his best to be faithful to the plot once again and bring back the nostalgia from the 90s. And while that movie may have worked back then, with the silly jokes and crass humor, today this film doesn't. The movie would have actually been better had they evolved the jokes to appeal to today's generation rather than recycling the same often sexist and insensitive jokes from the original. There are some dialogues that are funny and will induce a few genuine chuckles, but after a while the chaos and madness that ensues becomes too much to bear. Varun Dhawan is a likable and entertaining actor who's played fun-loving characters like in Badrinath Ki Dulhania as well as serious roles like in Badlapur. But in this movie he isn't able to do his own thing, and he's trying very hard to live up to and mimic Salman Khan's original performance. But despite that, he works very hard to do justice to both characters who are complete opposites, and he pulls it off. He shows off his dance, action, and comedy skills all in one and succeeds well. If anything works in the movie, it's him. The girls are both wasted. Jacqueline has played similar roles in the past, therefore it's nothing new for her and she manages to do a good job. She of course looks fantastic and her chemistry with Varun works. Taapsee Pannu, who has delivered great performances in films like Pink, shows off her comical side in this movie. It's good to see her take on a lighthearted role, but her talents are not used to its full potential. The movie has a few catchy songs, two of which come from the original film. Both Tan Tanatan and Uchi Hai Building are excellent, with Aato Sahi also being a great new track. It's a wonder why this film needed to be remade, especially if it was going to be a rehash of the original film. Like most of David Dhawan's movies, this one too is designed as a vehicle for Varun, and for that it works as he's showcased throughout. But with the outdated jokes and silly script, Judwaa 2 is just an attempt at a copy of the original. Showbiz India is giving this one 2 stars. If you're looking for a screwball comedy to watch with the whole family, then this is the film to watch. Otherwise, check out the original movie Judwaa and enjoy a 90s classic.